check out this creepy little dude right here. I call this guy Peter Rottentail, and it took me almost 2 years to get him done. If you're interested in seeing how he was built and what he was made from and why it took me 2 years to pull this dude off, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Just look at this little dude, right? Isn't he just super cute?
What you want? What you want?
Here we go. I figured for Easter we'd do a little floppy-eared bunny. See how it turns out. Yeah, so this time you can tell I'm playing with some clay, not paper mache clay, just something a little bit different. But anyway, someone's at the door.
Hello. Are you okay?
What is
I think it's a table. It looks like a table. I'm pretty sure it is.
What are you?
I'm a bunny. Are you okay? You sure you okay?
Why are you here?
I don't know. I woke up when I was here.
Unhinged production.
Help!
Cute.
What? Well, isn't that something? Well, guess I'm not doing this. So I guess we'll make an Easter bunny.
Unhinged Style.
All right, to get this armature going, we're just going to use a few things. And one of them is one I don't normally do. I've seen people do, but we're going to give it a try. We're going to give it a try anyway, so get the supplies together. To start this thing out, we're going to need some aluminum foil and some wire. Now, however, you're soon going to find out you'll need a much stiffer wire than what I'm using here.
Hey man, what's up? You feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel great.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
Okay, so we're just gonna ignore the fact that you were in some kind of roid rage and just crushed that cute little bunny?
What?
Yeah, you were all like, "Who are you? Me don't like cute." And then smash rabbit giblets everywhere.
You've lost your mind. I'm about to lose my mind if this pops off again.
Easy there, big fella. I don't need you popping off in Hulk mode while I'm around.
All right, so after a couple failed attempts at doing this, I've got this really long piece of wire. And yeah, this doesn't seem super sturdy. Oh, just try it anyway. I've always wanted to act like I was a real sculptor and using an armature wire to build my stuff off of. So yeah, we're gonna give this a try. Little did I know I was setting myself up for the most difficult prop build ever.
Little did I know that your filming skills are so bad. I mean, what are you trying to do? Just show everybody how dirty your table is?
Come on, man, give me a break. You know, this thing's a little bit taller than normal. I really don't know what I'm doing with this thing, and I was just trying to make the bends for the knees and the legs or whatever. I was just trying to do this and show everybody at the same time what I was trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
That's where I'm at with this armature. I'm hoping that he's gonna stand.
Are you kidding me?
By himself.
Ain't no way that's gonna happen.
That's the end goal here. Look, I was just trying to stay positive. We're gonna see what happens. Of course, doing this wire was a mistake. This is really flimsy, so I'm gonna bulk this out a little bit more. And when I strip mache it, hopefully I'll get some rigidity in it. It won't wobble so much. But yeah, that's where we're at.
Yep. That's right where you're at. You got a floppy-legged freak. And don't tell me you thought you could fix this with some tape and paper mache.
Well, you know, that was the idea.
Well, okay. What the heck is that? Are you making a platypus or a rabbit?
You know what?
You're really starting to get on my nerves.
Whoa, hey, take it easy there, big fella. Look, Mache. Ooh, hey, look, shiny balls. You like balls, right? Remember?
Balls?
Look, shiny balls. Yeah, see, remember, you like to play with your balls.
What? I'm not playing with balls. I make rabbit heads.
There's no way you just said that you make rabbit.
Come here.
Gotta go. Don't. Hey, man. You good?
Yeah, man, I feel great.
So, no stuff?
What?
Don't worry about it. It's all me. Never mind.
Okay, anyway. At least here's a part of the project that went really good. Just making the hands, using some cardboard wire, some clay for claws, putting all that stuff together with some mache, and then just hot gluing it to the armature. Worked out nice.
You know, at the beginning of this video, you were complaining about how this was the hardest project you ever did. Yada, wah. Well, so far, it looks like everything's going pretty good, so I don't know what you were complaining about.
Okay, so here's the deal. Every single time I added either more mache paste or clay to this thing, even like this, around the face and the leg areas, as I added that stuff, this would get wet again, it would absorb, and it would go all the way down into the legs, and this thing would get soft and want to fall over again. It couldn't hold itself up. It was a constant battle the entire time.
But dude, look at that. Look how awesome he looks. Don't you know that nothing great is ever easy? Look at me sitting over here like I'm some kind of a motivational speaker. What's up with the eggs?
I gotta figure out a way to make this guy stand up, and I think these eggs are gonna work.
What? How are eggs gonna help that rabbit stand?
Okay, so here's the idea. I'm gonna take the egg and the rod and make it like a walking stand to hold him up, but it's gonna be disguised as an egg pouring stuff out of it. Make sense?
You're gonna use what? No.
All right, well, yeah, that was looking pretty cool with the egg and stuff. The whole point of that is to kind of hold this guy up because he wants to teeter-totter and tip over. Anyway, I left him. I had to go run some stuff, and I came back. And he's fallen off. Fell on the floor and broke. That's how some of this stuff goes sometimes. It's kind of frustrating. This is my fault for not doing a stronger armature underneath, so we'll live with it and see if we can get it corrected and put together. This little rabbit has fought me. I thought I was basically to the end here. Good thoughts. It's gonna be okay. Okay, new plan.
Oh, okay, awesome. Your new plan's a piece of wood with paper clay on it. Yeah, that should hold up the rabbit.
No, dude, the wood's just a base, and the paper clay is just for added effect. Look, I screwed his feet to the wood, and then those black posts you see there, they run from the wood up to the eggs that are in his hand, essentially making a holding mechanism for the rabbit.
Oh, okay, gotcha, cool. And then you put a bunch of liquid snot all over it?
No, dude, that's hot glue. We want to disguise those black rods and make it look like it's just rotten gook coming out of the eggs. I was super happy. This looked really cool. I knew it was going to work. It really looked like it was going to work, but it didn't. It just wouldn't hold together. I missed the Easter deadline, so I just threw this thing to the side. I guess let's see if we can finish this guy up and resurrect it into something, you know, glue these hands back, whatever, salvage it for at least this video, and then I can put him away.
Dude?
What?
Did you see that?
See what?
Dude, Santa's back.
Really? We're gonna go with this again?
Dude, if there's anybody on this planet that can fix this twisted, messed up bunny, rabbit, whatever you want to call it, is Santa. He can fix it and make it work.
Yep, you're gonna go with it. You're gonna run all the way down the street with it, huh?
He can fix it. He's magic.
I'm going to be real honest with you. After sitting around the studio for 2 years collecting dust, this rabbit was not in good shape. But, you know what? With some hot glue and some paper mache, we can bring anything back to life around here. And this guy, he's ready for some paint. All right, we're going to turn paint time into story time.
Aw, sweet! I love stories. You gonna talk about that one time you went to New Orleans with your brother, and then you guys went to that strip?
No, we're definitely not telling that story.
Man, dang it. That's such a good story. Man, you guys, when you went...
We're not talking about that. But what I do want to talk about is the legend of Peter Rottentail.
Don't you mean Cottontail?
Nope, I mean Rottentail.
Rottentail? Who the heck is Peter Rottentail?
Here's the thing. Peter Rottentail, he's from the dark side of Easter. He's the one bunny you don't want showing up at your house.
Ooh, creepy. A bunny from the dark side. he's like, Peter Cottontail, I am your father.
No, dude, not that dark side. More like a dark side where everything rots and dies. A place where only evil survives.
Whoa, all right. Let's hear it.
So legend has it that every Easter, Peter Rottentail, he comes out to harvest the souls of rotten children.
Oh yeah? And how exactly does he do that?
Easy. With just his touch.
What? His touch?
Yep, his touch. It's been told that everything Rottentail touches starts to decay and die. So on Easter Eve, Rottentail follows Peter Cottontail to every child's home across the world, looking for those rotten children.
Well, how does he tell who's rotten and who's not rotten?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. This is where the story gets really creepy. Legend says that he crawls up into bed with the kids, crawls all the way up to their chest, and then using the sharp point of one of his claws, he pokes them in the forehead to wake them up.
Whoa.
When they wake up, all they can see are the piercing yellow eyes of Rottentail. Caught up in his gaze, they're unable to move or scream. He stares deep into their soul. If they're truly good, he wipes the memory from their heads and hops away. If they're a little rotten, he leaves the memory there so it haunts their dreams and rots their candy after he leaves. But if they're rotten to the core...
Well, what happens if they're rotten to the core?
If they're rotten to the core, well, he gently places his hand on their forehead and watches as their bodies shrivel up and decay. Then he takes their little rotten bodies, puts them back in his basket, and heads off to the dark side, where he can harvest their souls.
Whoa, man. That's crazy. Good thing it's just a story.
Just a story, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a good thing it's just a story. A huge shout out to all my patrons. You're the reasons I stick with this crazy dream, and I appreciate the fact that you've stuck in there.
Which is amazing because you've done nothing lately.
Well, I guess that's one way to look at it. And until next time, keep making something
From nothing.